Hi and welcome. We're the Weasley sisters. I'm Jessica, aka Naturally Nitty, and this is episode 131.
Hi, I'm Allena, also known as Starnet. Today is January 1st. Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
This is our bi-weekly podcast. If this is your first time watching, welcome. This is also our planning podcast. If you're a regular, thanks for coming back.
Yes. So grab your knitting, pull up a chair, and craft along with us as we go over
we're
classes.
going to go through the classes. We don't have anything on the advanced studies because we're lame.
Yeah.
So, OWL proposals, get them in before the end of the month, like the 22nd, actually.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think they changed it. You have a deadline of the 22nd.
You should have already had your Newt proposal in if you're doing a Newt, so that's nothing new. I did not read Quidditch or Order of the Phoenix.
Me neither.
Do you have any plans for advanced studies yourself?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm doing a Newt. I've been working on it. I front-loaded pretty hardcore, and I did a lot over this Christmas break while you were here. You obviously saw that. But we basically sat around and did nothing but craft and eat. It was great. So I've gotten, a good head start on my Newt, so I'm happy about it. Well, I should probably say what it is. I'm doing the Nels sweater. It's a cabled cardigan, or I don't know. It's more like a coat. It's pretty long and big. Lots of cables. I'm on the back. Though this is kind of part of the planning. Should I show this during whips?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I'm doing that. I did 6 mitts for teacher gifts for Christmas. And then another pair of mittens for Trubin. And I have to weave 3 scarves. And I think, and a pair of socks. So I think all that combined is my Newt.
Yeah. So, any idea of what you're planning on doing for an order mission?
Yes, I will be knitting another sweater. Pumpkin Ale, I believe it is. By Yoselda. How do you say that? Is that right? I can't say it right. Anyways. Yes, for Helga. Calicu.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes. She's going to be sending me yarn soon. So. Hey, get out of my knitting bag. She's so sassy. Anyway, so that will be my order mission, I think. If it works with props. Do you have any plans?
Excuse me. I had thought about doing a detention owl, but I looked at my life and realized life is just too crazy right now, so I am not doing any Newt or owl this term. And I'm kind of freaking out. Like, I've resisted all day going and posting. But I think, the detention owl spots are going to be filled up pretty quickly.
Yeah, because only 60 are being accepted, right?
Yeah.
You're annoying.
Well, 60 are guaranteed. So.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah. So, I will probably do something for an order mission. I'm thinking maybe along the lines of weaving. Maybe 2 scarves or something. I don't weave much, so
yeah,
it'll be a big thing. Maybe weaving with my hands fun. That's what I'm leaning towards, because I kind of would like to do that. Seeing your weaving makes me want to weave. So
it's lots of fun. I'm kind of addicted.
Only I don't have a nice loom like yours, but I saw on Instagram. Finn's my dog has one exactly like mine.
That's
so
awesome.
We're gonna
you could be weaving buddies.
Yeah, and it's old school loom, but it should work. And I think I have an old blind that I can take apart to use. So, okay. Let's get on to
You should
the
have
class.
told me. I would have gave you half of mine. I have a ton.
Oh, I think I have some of the basics.
Okay, so planning.
Planning. I can go first. First up is ancient runes.
Sorry.
We are studying the Egyptian runes, also known as hieroglyphics. There are 3 that we're studying, the PR, the R, and the DW. And I think the PR is sun, the R is house, and DW is mountains. And so what they want you to do, like they have a whole talk about it, for the homework is create something representing the basic shapes of these runes. Round for the sun, rectangular for the house, or triangular for the mountain. Or craft using one or more of the colors specifically used in the original hieroglyphs. Black, yellow, red, orange, and green. Please note, if your finished object has small amounts of a neutral color, that is fine. However, any other color should be placed into either the shape prompt or another class.
Sweet.
So that's pretty wide open because round, square, triangular.
Yeah.
So a wide open prompt.
Yeah,
there.
that's pretty
And you can find like roving in those colors to spin, or you can knit in those colors. So
or you can make dishcloths because they're square, or blanket squares.
There you go.
Or
I think for me, I'm going to be doing blanket squares.
I'm not sure what I'm going to do.
I'm touching it right now.
My stupid phone.
Did it die?
No, each time like it shuts off, like the screen, it scrolls back up to the top of our notes, so I have to like scroll back down.
And we're at the bottom.
Yeah.
That's
Anyways.
Okay. I will talk. So I'm going to do blanket squares. I have 25 of them to finish before the 15th.
Oh. Nice. Oh, you froze.
Did I freeze?
A little bit.
Am I?
You're still frozen. Oh, there you go. You're awake now.
Okay.
I have no idea what I'm going to make.
I just updated, so it told me it was supposed to fix all of these bugs.
I didn't update mine, though it didn't prompt me for it, so I don't know.
It was a Windows update.
Oh, okay. All right. Arithmancy.
Yeah.
We are studying the mathematical braid, which was a little confusing to me as I read through the prompt, and I was like, okay.
Okay, because I was going to ask you if you understood it because you have something written down that you're going to make for this. I could not understand this class at all. Like, if I was really in Hogwarts, I would not be taking this class because I would be taking a dumb class like Muggle Studies. Like, seriously, I'm dumb.
No,
I couldn't get it.
I think it's pretty much you can almost do anything, like the way...
It didn't make any sense to me. Like, the braiding, it's not really a braid. It kind of is like a parenthesis.
Like
it's not really...
I don't know.
Like, I did not understand.
So they say you could weave anything if you wanted. Or,
Okay.
well, I was thinking, like, spinning, when you have a braid of fiber, does that count before? Or someone was saying a two-ply, that's, like, essentially a braid.
But
Someone
is it a
asked
braid or a mathematical braid? Because I didn't understand the mathematical braid.
I don't know. Someone asked if a two-ply spun yarn would work, and they said yes, so that's why I wrote down spin.
That's awesome. I might do that as well.
I suppose I should finish reading the class. Goodness, Tallulah. Oh. Mathematical braid. The braid can be your finished object, a part of your finished object, or it can be a part of the raw materials. That's why I thought, like, a braid of fiber.
You could ask.
But I'm making it two-ply anyway, so it doesn't matter. Or it can appear as some step of the crafting process. Just make sure to show us the braid and the finished object. So, or you could do, like if you do a hat with tassels, you could braid the tassels at the end, I would think.
Well, is it a braid, a real braid? Because the way it was explained in the prompt,
I think a real braid
like
is a mathematical braid, but there's other things that can also be a mathematical braid other than just a braid. And now I've said braid way too many times.
Hurting.
Yeah. You might have to go read that one for yourselves.
And if you are watching this and you totally understand it, leave us a comment in the chatter thread and clue us in, because it needs to be in simple short word of 3 letters or less.
Human speak.
Seriously, didn't understand it. But yes, a 2-ply. Maybe I will spin the 2-ply.
That's what I'm doing.
I'm going to type that in right now.
So yeah. Yeah, I was confused, but that's okay. Oh, you froze again. You're back.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Okay. Next up is Care Magical Creatures. And this month we would like you to be inspired by your research of either the Nargles or a heliopath. You can draw your inspiration from the physical characteristics, personality traits, behaviors, or new discoveries that you have made. For example, you could knit or crochet a flying carpet for Nargles so they can manage their mischief more swiftly, spin some fuzzy yarn to represent the effect they have between your ears, or weave a new bag to help you on the hunt. If heliopaths are more your speed, you could knit or crochet an item that mimics the warmth of their fire. Spin some beautiful yarn that looks like a flame, or weave a fireproof cloth to save your items when they come by. This by no means is an extensive list, just a jumping off point.
Very cool. So it's pretty open. I also saw, I don't know if it was in the comments or somewhere that I read, that since there's no known facts about them, you can kind of make up your own stuff.
Yeah, I would think. Like, Nargles are mischief makers, so be mischievous. And then heliopaths are like warm and stuff, so.
Warm and fuzzy.
Be warm and fuzzy.
I'm hearing an echo. Do you hear that?
No.
It's my own voice. It's really weird.
So how high is your volume? Because it's what it is.
I'll turn it down some. But then I can't hear you that well.
I will talk loud.
Okay.
You're up next, though.
Okay, I'm calling it up. Cat, go away.
Charms?
Between her and my phone, not cool. Alright, so charms. Capture the object of your affection by rendering him or her unable to move. You can be as literal or not as you wish. So this was the freezing charm in Immobilis, right?
Yeah.
Boom.
Just catch them.
Freeze
I
them.
want someone to make an actual net.
A what?
A net.
Oh.
Or, like, a hammock, but catch someone.
That would be fun.
That would be fun. And travel.
Yeah. You could also, I would think you could spin yarn and tie someone up with it.
Yes. That would be a fun turn.
To freeze them in place. As well as other types of, like, scarves or whatever.
Yeah.
You could make a freeze ray gun.
Ooh, that would be fun.
Which would be fun.
Sway! Like Minion.
I was gonna say, it makes me think of a lipstick taser. Anyways.
Don't announce what you're going to do before you do it.
So yeah. I have no ideas. My main goal is my newt.
Okay.
But a
My
gun
main
would
goal
be fun.
is the finishing all the stuff that I didn't get finished for Christmas. Okay, next up is Defense Against the Dark Art. This was the, we're practicing resisting the Imperious Curse. Craft something that requires close attention and intense focus. Non-Ravelry crafts are accepted. You just have to prove that it requires close attention and intense focus.
I think basically just tell them why it needs focus for you. Like something that you need to focus on may not need someone else to focus on that hard. Is what they were saying.
I have some sewing I need to do. Bella got a 2DS for Christmas. Like, she saved her Christmas money and went and bought one.
Okay.
So, those are like your typical DS, you know, that they fold. This one doesn't fold.
Oh,
so
really?
It's big. You can play the 3D games and the 2D games on it, and you can play the old DS games on it.
Huh.
So it just stays open. So she ran out of money before getting like a carrying case. So I told her I would sew her one. So it's going to take me some attention because I need to like measure it and figure it out.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make pockets for the games and make it like padded. And she picked out fabric and everything. So I think I might do that for that. I'm going to type that in. So that's mine, I think.
Sweet.
Since non-Ravelry crafts are accepted for that one. So.
If I were to do something, I could do something with like a chart, be it cables or color work, or I don't know, or maybe spinning like some pretty thin yarn to make fingering weight.
Because that does take a lot of focus.
Yeah. To make it even.
Yeah,
I don't know.
and
It's all up to the individual person, like you said.
Oh, sorry. I'm like so tired. I have found that the end ply, 4-ply, however you say it, it takes a crazy amount of attention. So
you can do some of that.
Something like that.
Yeah. All right. You're annoying me. We are Tallulah. Sorry.
We are on flying.
Flying. Okay, sorry. No, she like made me turn off the app. Anyways, okay. Flying. So create your own
Don't ask me.
cauldron by using a Ravelry craft. Crochet or knit a head covering that could be used as a cauldron, or create a gray or black yarn, fiber, or cloth with dyeing, spinning, or weaving that could be used to make such a cauldron. That could be fun.
That could be.
I could
You
dye.
know what I was thinking? I got some fiber at the Indie Knit Spin in November that would be perfect for the arithmetic. It has nothing to do with flying, but because you said to spin gray or black, it's a brown and blue, but I was going to do a mashup spin for Andy to knit him a hat.
Okay.
So it would be a 2-ply, so it would be perfect for arithmetic. So that's what I could spin. This.
Good. Do you have any ideas for flying?
No, actually I was thinking like gray or black, going that route. spinning something, but I don't know if I have any gray or black. I have a gradient that goes from black to like brown to cream, but I was planning on spinning that and mashing it up with the rainbow one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if that would count.
Yeah, well, because
all sorts of hats can be done.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, I have. So I could spin it and then knit it for this class. There you go. Boom. Okay, next up, herbology. For our homework this month, explore the qualities, uses, and properties of aconite. You may choose to craft 2 or more of the ingredients to make a new item like the flying spell, or you may choose to conjure a cowl or something with a hood, as in Monk's Hood. You may want to create something that repels wolves, like Wolfsbane, or you may even produce an item to aid with traveling, like in Bed Knobs and Broomstick, which is a very good movie.
I haven't seen it in forever.
We have had it on VHS for the longest time, and then we just found it like at Walmart for like $5 on DVD, so we now have it on DVD. It's like one of our favorites.
Nice. We'll have to watch
it. But back to aconite. Which is also wolfsbane. It's an herb. And they have a picture of it.
Sweet.
So that one could be anything, too, because something that aids with traveling.
Mm-hmm.
Anything.
And you have to use 2 or more somethings, though, to make it. So that means, like, 2 different yarn, right? Did I read that wrong?
I think they just mean mix it with another ingredient to get whatever.
Oh, so you don't need to use 2 different things?
I'm not sure. I read that, but I didn't take it like that. Does that make sense?
See, I thought, like, you could use 2 something. Like, there's 2 different options. I don't know. Maybe we'll have to clarify this. Like, you could take 2 different yarns and make something to create the one item. Or you can create, like, a hood for the monk's hood. Or something to repel wolves.
Yes. I don't know.
I'll have to reread that.
Well,
we're so helpful today.
Well, when I read it like we're studying aconite. So do something that it does. Or you can mix it with something and create one of these things.
Okay.
And make a new spell with it.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe they want more than one thing.
I'll have to see. They usually have frequently asked questions, so I'll go and look at that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Lastly,
I just craft usually, and then after it's done, go through and find what works.
I do too, actually, because I'm lazy like that. And it's usually on the last day. But that's another story.
Or the last week.
History of magic. For this month, we want your crafting to be inspired by the Vikings. Not only the ones in Sweden and Denmark, but let all the Nordic Scandinavian countries inspire you. By the Nordic countries, we mean Denmark, Finland, Iceland, Norway, and Sweden. It can be a regional styled pattern, designer from one of those countries, or even the cold winters in these countries can inspire you. The winters were very harsh during the Viking era, and I totally thought of the show The Vikings. Have you seen that show?
Yes, with you.
Oh, that's right. You didn't see the whole thing, though, did you?
No.
Anyways, it's coming back in this year, so I'm excited. What?
Is it the History Channel that it's on?
I think so, actually.
So we have the History Channel, so we will be watching.
Yes, very excited. I just realized what marathon I missed yesterday, unless it was today.
The Tudors?
No, The Walking Dead.
Oh.
Anyways, back to Vikings.
Every time you say Vikings, I think of the VeggieTales.
We're Vikings.
Yeah. Look at
I do too.
Pillaging happily.
I think I want to make Truman a Viking hat.
I made one of those ones.
I know.
To my project pages.
I'll have to go look. Was it knit or crocheted?
It was crocheted.
Okay.
And it was awesome, so much that someone, because we went to the zoo for trick-or-treating that year, and Bella wanted to be the dragon rider, How to Train Your Dragon people.
Yeah.
So I made her that hat, and she was wearing it, and people were like, dude, where'd you get that? Can I buy it? So, boom. Awesome.
That's awesome.
It was. But we did not sell it to them. It's upstairs somewhere. And technically, it's warm, so she could still wear it as a hat, for winter.
Yeah, no, Truby likes, How to Train Your Dragon and stuff, so I thought he would like that.
So, funny story about Vikings, and really about How to Train Your Dragon, but they're Vikings. So,
Totally.
they're supposedly Vikings. Anyways, we got the second one. Have you seen the second one? So, we got it. It was like a 2-pack, and I got it one time when I was going to be gone. I think I had Bunko or something, a girls' night. So I got it so the girls could watch it while I was gone, So then the next day, we finished school, and I'm like, what do you guys want to watch? And they're like, let's watch How to Train Your Dragon 2. I'm like, okay. So they go, this might seem a little weird to you, but this is what they said. I'm not lying. You're going to laugh. This might seem a little weird to you because they look a little different, but it's been 10 years, and some of them have stubble on their face. It's so funny because they're like, been 10 years, and I was like, oh, really?
They've grown up.
It was pretty funny.
That is really funny.
You were wondering. So yeah, Vikings. That'll be fun. But even if you go with Nordic country, Nordic knits type of thing,
yeah,
there's some amazing knitting you can do.
Yes, I would think so. Why are you meowing at me?
Okay. Is that the last class? Oh,
that was.
Back up to... So now we'll just do our regular podcast. Do you got any mojo?
I do.
Since last we talked. It's been 2 weeks.
Yes. She, never... I mean, she does sit on me, but, she always, whenever I don't want her to be on me, she, wants to be near me. Not cool. Okay, so I finished 2 scarves. Well, almost. Woven scarves for my newt. So that's just half of it. I'm not opening it up. Well, I guess I can. I want to, though, with my sewing machine, seam the ends. I'll cut off all the fringe. Seam the ends and make it an infinity type cowl. So it'll be big and warm.
Yeah, that looks cool.
Yes. Or not. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But I just randomly warped it, which is the lengthwise. And then I randomly did the weft as I went, and it's all plaid-y or plaid-like randomly, and I love it. So there's that one, and then there's this one.
That's very cool.
And same thing. This one has a lot more, I think it's bamboo in it, so there's shininess into it. But yeah. I like them a lot. They're fun. I also finished for my newt. I made Troopin' a pair of mittens.
Fabulous.
And I gave them to him. And he got mad at me because they don't have a flip top.
The punk.
And I said I could make him some with a flip top. And he said, okay, by tomorrow. And that was Christmas Eve. Or maybe it was the day before Christmas Eve. So I finished on Christmas, I think. Or Christmas Eve night or whatever. But I made them in a day. So I made him little flip top mittens. And he wanted the thumbs to flip, which I did really weirdly. And I won't do it again this way ever. I pretty much knit and put an afterthought, like a fake row in to come back to. And then I picked up and like purled around, and then you kind of tuck it in when it's not working, but it totally doesn't work. I should have just did what I did for the top mitten. And because I was like doing it so fast on the one, like, so they flip open this way, so the thumb should flip back. Yeah. Which that one does. So you can have the thumb out. This one doesn't. It flips the opposite way. But I'm like, I don't care. I made them in a day or two. He likes them, so it doesn't really matter. I might rip out the thumbs and redo them. But probably not. Because I'll just have to make him more next year because he always wants new mittens. He wears the crap out of them, though. Like, he wears them all the time.
I can't even get my kids to wear knitwear, so I don't even knit for them anymore.
Drewby loves his mittens. I've made him green mittens like 3 years in a row now. Like last year. These are woolies. I think I made him out of woolies too last year. And like he practically felted the things because he wore them so much and like in the snow and like they kind of shrunk and or maybe they were real wool and that's why they did that. I don't remember. Either way. So I figure, 2 pairs isn't bad to have because he wears them all the time and they get wet, so. I think that's it for my mojo though. Yes.
So since we last talked, I finished 2 pairs of fingerless mitts for teacher gifts. Okay. And the one pair had been working on, and I finished them like because it was for Bella's Christmas music teacher. So it was during their Christmas concert that I finished them, like for real, crafting up to the last minute. And I like quick took a picture of them. I quick took a picture of them.
There you go.
On my lap. Put them in the gift bag that I had already like brought with tissue paper in it. And like sewed in the ends, put them in the gift bag, and after the concert I was like, here Bella, go give this to your Mr. Oval. And so she took it to him and blah, blah, blah. So then I immediately cast on for my next pair of fingerless mitts because she had two man teachers and they really didn't want a cowl. So then I was knitting on those up until Monday when they had their reindeer games, which was just like basically Christmas party all day. So I finished that, and I made Andy model them for me.
You're nice. Here, move over, though. There you go.
And that was the maze pattern.
I liked it.
Pink hand knit. So that's what I did, and I did fingerless mitts for that, too. And
that's the pattern I did for Trubin for the first mittens.
Yeah. So I finished those. Then, I've been making granny squares like crazy.
Yes, you have.
Here's some.
That's not all.
No.
You need to stack them up like the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Here's some more. And here's some more. I only have 25 left to make before I can start joining. And they're just the small three round squares, so they don't take very long.
That's awesome, though.
I had thought about doing that as part of my detention owl, but then I decided not to do a detention owl. So yeah, but I used up all the red. this is the last of the red. So we'll see how it goes. But lots of squares, kind of.
Very cool.
So that's all the mojo I have.
Sweet. Moving on. Whips.
Whip. I am still working on granny squares. Actually, I haven't made any at all. Like, I should have probably made one today, a couple of today, but I was, like, doing other stuff today. So, granny squares. I'm working on an amigurumi that I need to make for someone. Like, they want me to make it for them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm almost done with this.
Ooh.
I made up the charts myself. Well, I didn't make them up. Like, I looked at different charts.
Found some and put them together.
Yeah, so, like, this one had, like, love underneath it, and I just took the bird. And then, well, this I made up myself.
It's cute.
And then this one was a bigger chart, and I cut and pasted, like, the parts I wanted to get the big old deer on there. And then, I'm doing the foot part now. So, and I just kind of am doing it. So, I was going to finish it before Christmas, and I didn't have time. So, I texted the lady I was making it for, and I was like, there's no way I'm going to finish this. I hope you have another stocking for him. Because it's for her grandchild. Like, I've made these before for her.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I have another one. She's like, so, have fun on Christmas. You can finish when you get back. And I want another one ordered for next year. So I'm like, okay, so something for this month, I need to make another stocking as well.
That works.
It does. So I'm almost done with it.
Very cool.
I'm guessing I could probably start decreasing now on this toe. It looks not big enough. So yeah.
Are you done?
Yes.
I cast on for my plain socks for my newt.
Oh, those got really far.
Yeah. Well, I pretty much worked on them when you were here. They're from Desert Vista Dye Works in the colorway If They Kill Rick. Oops, sorry. And I love them. They're so pretty. I did a twisted rib at the top. And I'm just knitting. I'll probably do maybe another inch. And then I'll do a heel flap. And do it that way.
That's cool.
Though, unless, I don't know. Have you done heel flaps with stripy yarn? Or should I do an afterthought?
I have done heel flaps with stripy yarn.
Does it look okay?
It kind of stripes.
Yeah, just bigger, fatter stripes.
It's just weirder, yeah.
I don't think I'll care that much. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't decided now. Shoot. I need to decide that.
Do you have, like, a pink scrap? Not pink scrap, but, like, an end of a pink yarn that you could put
actually might. From Takasha.
There you go.
Or a younger yarn. And it's like the same kind of sock yarn. Because, you know, sock yarns are different.
So you could do that and do, like, heels and toes pink.
That's a good idea.
Or if you have black.
No, I think I'd like...
What other colors are in there?
Or orange. I love orange. There's all sorts of colors because it's from the Zombody collection of hers. And they're striped and then it has, like... almost zombie-ish colors in the stripes.
So if you have that, like, greenish teal color, that would be cool, too.
That could be. I'll have to look through my scraps. Or even my non-scraps, because heels and toes don't take that much. Anyway, so I did that. I cast on that. And these are my purse project now, so... they live on my purse.
That's a good place to live.
Right, and I'm not expecting to finish them until, like, the end of my newt, so that I have something to work on throughout, like, all the time. So then I decided to cast on for the Nell sweater, and I even swatched.
I remember.
Like, which I kind of never do. I know it's bad, but I never do. So here are my swatches. Gosh, my lighting is horrible. I am sorry.
It's okay.
Anyways, so I went with a smaller needle because I like the fabric, and it worked out to the gauge that I wanted, or that it asked for. And I cast on, and I'm doing the back.
Oh, it looks good.
Can you see with the stupid lighting? Anyways, so yeah. So it has fun cables. And I really like this textured part, too.
Oh, I do too. What is that? Moss stitch?
No, one row is purl one, knit one through the back of the loop. And then on the next row, you just knit them all. So it's kind of like a garter stitch, but not.
Cool.
Thing. I don't know. It's pretty. And I'm liking it. But I think I need to print off the charts so I don't have to have a giant book, which I can pull out. Open all the time. But it's from this Amber, A Winter Gathering.
Oh, that's a cool book. I'm just saying that from the cover. Not that I've actually ever seen it. It looks like a cool book.
It is. Here, let me see if I can find... No. Well, here's the pattern, but it's... You can't see the picture. I'll show you what it will look like. No, there's a couple sweaters in here that I would make for myself. I'm sorry. So... Is that...
Yeah, that is pretty.
And then here it is on the front. Ah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's big, cables, belt. Yeah, basically. So I'm on the back. Sorry.
A lot of like quiet.
I'm like, it's a huge sweater, and I'm like this far. But that's okay. It's the main part of my knit.
Okay. Any spinning going on?
Yes.
Okay.
I just started spinning. It's from Bohemia Fibers. Some Fin.
Oh, cool.
I split it up to do a fractal spin. And I just started spinning it tonight. Which also brings me to this. On Instagram last night, I saw someone post... that cat just freaked me out. Sorry. Saw someone post a hashtag spin 15 in 15. So spin 15 minutes every day in 2015. So I'm going to try doing that. And you can take pictures and post with that hashtag, and you could be winning prizes, or like, not prizes, well, yeah, prizes, but it's not like a contest, but it's a random drawing thing every month or so, or maybe every couple of weeks, I forget. But with the IG spinners, there's a group on Ravelry that does stuff, and I just saw this because I don't always check in, but I was like, that's totally cool, because I've always wanted to up the Tour de Fleece thing. You know what I mean? Like, because I spin so much during those times, or Spinzilla, and I love it.
Which I totally sucked at Spinzilla, but go on.
But anyways, I thought 15 minutes, that's not hard. You know? Even if you just sit down and spin for 15 minutes, which I will spin for more. But, on the days that you can't really.
And I'm sitting here looking this way at my spinning wheels, just sitting there saying, finish your newt. You haven't touched me since then.
Anyway, so you should join me.
I might. It might help me finish my newt.
And I don't plan, I mean, I'm sure I'll miss a day here or there. I'm not going to kick myself over it, but I think it would be really cool if I did spin every single day this year. So, boom. I started. Today, I've spun. That's it.
And
though.
I am so far behind already.
You could still spin today.
I could.
Open up your thing that you're going to spin for whatever class and spin for 15 minutes before you go to bed. Do it. Do it now.
I might spin instead on the... I have like a bobbin on my wheel with some newt fiber when I was trying to finish my newt last time. And that's why I haven't touched it since then, because it's like, I don't finish, it needs time out.
It doesn't, though. You need to show it some love.
I do, because I've been looking at it all while I'm crocheting and knitting and thinking, I wish I could spin.
And then just finish that one and turn them for detention.
Well, I was spinning because I have extra of the common denominator, so I was spinning extra. So I think once I finish this one, because it's a common denominator, I have 2 common denominators, plus the one on the wheel, plus 2 mashups, so then I can start applying those, and I can use the common denominator extra as half and half.
Okay.
So then I can finish all that, and then I still have some more to spin in fiber form. So then, since I haven't started those yet, they're not spun at all. They're just in balls right now. So then I could do those for class.
That works.
Yeah, I have so much detention. Like, I really should have done a detention owl.
No, because you would have been stressing about this. At least this way you can.
Yeah.
Do it. At
Well,
your
I
own
was
pace.
gonna do the blanket for detention owl, but you have to have your yarn, and I haven't picked out what yarn I'm going to join it with yet.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't have any yarn in my stash in that quantity that I need, because I need like 1,000 yarn.
Mm.
Anyways, back to spinning. I do not have any spinning, but I think I will join you in the spinning hashtag thing, which you need to put in the show notes before I put the show notes up on...
It's under randomness, actually, but I brought it up in spinning.
Okay. So, any weaving going on?
Yes. I warped up the 3rd scarf, and I started it, but I haven't worked on it since you left. But it, like, kind of screams Easter egg to me, so I don't know how much I like it. At all. So, it might become, like, a child's plaything. Or not. Or maybe I'll see if someone wants it and I can do a contest for it or something. I don't know. It's all hand spun. It's like pretty. What are you gonna say? Like you're sitting there.
Okay, so maybe work in some like black, and it won't look Easter eggy.
It could.
Or like a dark color, maybe not black, like a dark blue. Like do you have any of that green left over from the first one? Maybe the darker green, weave that in too.
Yeah, I guess like I didn't get that far, so I could start putting some of that in.
And just randomly, it'll be like darker threads in through there. Maybe. You never know.
Yeah. Well, and I also tried to not, well, you were there, but to not do houndstooth, but to do sort of a pattern. So I wove it, and the yarn is so thin, so I doubled up the ends in each hole and slot. So instead of having one strand of yarn going through them, they all have 2. Anyways, but I have 4 double strands of each color, and it goes and goes and goes down the line. And I messed up in one spot, but we won't talk about that. And then I started to weave 4x4, but that was such a pain. I don't know how people do houndstooth when it's 2x2. Like, they weave 2 things. Oh, I bet they don't have to cut it then. Dude. whatever. Maybe I'll like weave a scarf for a class or something and try it. Because I really wanted to try like doing patterns. Like I love doing random things and not thinking about stuff. Because I think I work well not thinking about things. But planning stuff is also fun. And trying to get like a certain pattern. I like the houndstooth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't weave much, so I don't have much to say because
I'm
like
kind of
my extent of weaving is like 2 scarves.
Well, and I haven't. I mean, I've just seen what people do in like the Slytherin has a weaving thread, the weaving studio, I think it is, and people have done like dish towels and stuff with mercerized cotton, which I really want to do because they look uber pretty. Maybe I'll do that next term for a newt or something. That could be fun. Anyways, I'm totally getting off track. I'm weaving. It's been a whole year, but I'm weaving.
Okay.
Moving on. What's up next?
Sewing. Any sewing?
I made, I'll pull up a picture, a crap ton of reusable gift bags for our Christmas presents. So instead of wrapping, I am using gift bags, and they're totally awesome. And I'm pulling up a picture right now. I had bought a long time ago, a year ago,
Long.
This stupid light. Christmas fabric. The week or so after Christmas, like now, last year, I got a bunch of fabric that was like 70% off, and I bought a ton of it, thinking I'm gonna do this because I saw someone else do it. And then so like the past like 2 weeks, I've been sewing up a crazy amount of stuff. Like I did the pajamas, which I showed. Well, I think I showed you the pants last time we talked, but I appliqued our letters onto shirts, which turned out really cool. I'm pulling up a picture. I'll pull up a funny picture of the kids.
They're super cute.
I made some for Joe and I also, which I still haven't put those pictures up. I gotta download the pictures from my camera. But yeah. So I like was sewing up a storm. I even I don't think I even showed you this. But my apron, I wanted pockets on it. It's like a Christmassy apron that I got as a gift. And I made pockets on it.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Because I always put my phone in my pocket when I'm cooking. And behind the pocket, like, because sometimes I listen to my iPod. So I made a buttonhole down, like, so you couldn't see it. Like, say, here's the pocket, like right here. So you could feed your earbuds through. And then I made a buttonhole up here by the top. So it comes through and it feeds through, so it's not in the way when you're cooking. I thought it was very clever. Okay, I'm done.
That is very clever. You could also do it for, like, working out.
Yeah.
So you don't...
I know, because I always...
Because how many times do you catch your things on stuff?
I do it when I'm, like, making roll eggs and stuff. But, I mean, not to the carder. I'm very careful with that. But, like, sometimes it'll catch on, like, I don't know, a table or something. And it, like, yanks out of my ear. And I'm always like, ah. But anyways...
I have been sewing a little bit today for the fat fiber box.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a bunch of fabric.
You bought some? A lot?
Okay, so on Black Friday, Fabric.com had a sale. And I kind of went a little crazy buying fabric. I bought a ton. And then someone wanted a special order, so to get free shipping, you have to spend $35, which is not very hard buying fabric.
Yeah.
But they we're having like a sale again. So I got some more. It was like not Black Friday, it was a different day. And then I got it in. And I like to match up at my local fabric store, also known as Joann. And because sometimes on the computer, the colors don't match, you know?
Right.
So I like to do that in person. So I usually buy like the main fabrics from fabric.com because our Joann's doesn't really carry a ton of cool things. I mean, they carry some cool things, but you know what I mean? Like, they don't, fabric.com has different stuff. So I got a bunch. And I matched it up. And I used coupons and got it on sale.
That's good.
But, I mean, really, when you get it online, it's still a little bit more expensive, even if it's on sale. So, no problem. I have a lot of fabric, and I ironed it all.
Wow.
And it is stacked up. And I organized my craft room the other day. What was it for? It was for one of our photo a day pictures, Mojo. Like, I finally got the Mojo, and I, like, cleaned up and organized. It looks fabulous.
Awesome.
So, this is going into random randomness. But I got a lot of fabric because I have a show in Ocean City in February, a show in Pittsburgh in March. Hopefully, I'll have another show. Hopefully, I'll be able to do the Homespun Yarn Party again in March this year. They usually do it opposite weekends than Pittsburgh Knit and Crochet, so I have like 3 shows, potentially 3. I have 2 for sure in the next coming month, so I need to like seriously sew, which is another reason why I didn't do an owl. But it just seems like a ton of people want me to knit them things, so I'm kind of like freaking out.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I got a bunch of fabric. I'm going to sew a bunch. And I think I'm going to sew like in 3s or 4s and put one for each thing. So.
That works.
Yeah.
It's a good plan.
Pittsburgh Knit and Crochet, I'm on booth number 67. I'm sharing with Dawn of Fairy Tale Knit. So come and see me if you are in the area. I also signed up for the Ocean City Fiber Fest. I have no idea about where I'm going to be there. I have to talk to the lady in charge. But that's in Ocean City, Maryland. If you live there, stop by and see me. So yeah.
Sweet.
So randomly we had Christmas in Wisconsin. We went to Wisconsin for Christmas.
Randomly?
Yeah. But it was a lot of fun.
It was.
I got just what I always wanted for Christmas, which I didn't take a picture for our thing, but I did. I got it. I got a tablet.
Yay.
With a little keyboard. But, like, I have used this thing, like, so much. Like, I already read 2 books on this thing. On my Kindle app. Like, I was always like, oh, I like real books, blah, blah, blah. I don't need a Kindle, blah, blah, blah. And this is not a Kindle. I just have the Kindle app on it.
Yeah.
But, like, since I got it till now, which has only been a week, I already downloaded 2 books from the library and read through them. Like, the one I read through in a day.
Well, and you can I put my patterns on there. So yeah. I really like any PDF that you have, you can email it to your Kindle address and get it on there.
Yeah. Pretty awesome.
I use that a lot for that.
So, I also, for Christmas, got a Fiber Club, the Moon Rover one you told me about. So I'm guessing that should be coming in February. Or no, I ordered it at the end of December, so it should come in January.
Yeah.
So that's for 3 months. And I also got these roll legs in my stocking. Santa brought them to me. Amazing. From this place called naturallyknitty.com. So this one is, they're a little smushed because I had to shove them in the stocking, obviously. So this is dragon hide.
You mean Santa shoved them in a stocking?
A bunch of stuff.
Very cool.
And then I got this one, which is Boo and Kitty. Pretty cool.
Beautiful.
They are beautiful. I had already put them away in my stash. I know, that's funny.
It matches my shirt.
I had already put them away, but because we were podcasting, I got them out.
Very good.
So, did you get anything for Christmas?
We didn't go very heavy on our gifts. We wait till taxes. That's our Christmas for the adults. But I did get... I've been wanting this for like a while. The Gleaner. Now, this sounds like really stupid, but like all my sweaters get pilly. And sweater stones suck.
They do. I have one.
So, you see that? The Gleaner?
Yeah.
So there's 3 different, this pops off like this, 3 different little heads, depending on what you're using it on. This is the one I'm using because it's mainly for wool. I don't really have a sweater down here to demonstrate on, but I did my Effortless cardigan, which was done out of my mashup sweater, and it had gotten very pilly, and I seriously had a pile this big. I think I have a picture of it. I do. I know I do.
I kind of wish you had told me you were getting that, because I have a sweater that needs that.
You just have to get one yourself.
I do.
Or bring it next time you come.
Maybe I could get
for
that.
Truman's birthday.
For my birthday, I could maybe get one.
Or that too. Oh, here we go. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Crazy.
And everyone kept saying, you should totally spin that.
Yeah, everyone kept saying that. I'm like, no, it's like tiny, short little pieces of fiber. You cannot.
And by everything, we mean brothers.
And husbands. And then I also did my other Elizabeth Zimmerman. It was another hand spun sweater. But it was the stuff I spun out of the Tarji fiber, and it was kind of lumpy and bumpy to begin with, so it doesn't look like it did much, but to me, I can tell that the pills are gone, and it's just kind of lumpy and bumpy in the knit. Because Joe's like, that doesn't look all that different. I'm like, shut up, it does too. But it did, to me. Anyways. And I love it. I'm excited to have it, because I hate pills, because it makes you look all frumpy when your sweaters are pilly. So anyway, so I love it. So you do it like this, and then this side is kind of like a, I don't know, it's like fuzzy. I don't know if I can.
Yeah.
But then and that gets like even the fine stuff off, and then you just like scrape it off, and like I left some of that on there. I don't know if you can see that. Whatever. Yeah. Anyways, very excited about that. And then I also got a book, which I'm excited about. Which, yes, I'm actually going to read a book.
And I saw that at Walmart, and I was thinking about getting it for myself.
But you can just use mine when I'm done with it.
Yeah.
The Bane Chronicles, which goes along with the Mortal Instruments and their Infernal Devices. Hey, look, they're on the back.
Which I actually have to finish the Mortal Instruments and the Infernal Devices.
I've read them all.
I have to finish reading The Clockwork Princess, which is the last one. And then the last, hold that book up. I only read the first 3 of the top ones. So I need to read the last 3. Yeah.
Anyways, I'm excited, though. I've read a couple actual books in this past. Were you the one that, or you've read 3 books this year?
That was me. I was like, you're actually reading a real book? But I was only teasing you because I like audiobooks as well.
It's true, though. I don't like to read, but, the Bane Chronicles, I couldn't, they don't have them at my library, and I tried finding them on, Overdrive, and I found, 1 or 2 of them, and I was like, screw that. I'm just going to get the whole book and read it. because it was more lazy just to buy the book and read it than it is to find all the different things and download them. Anyways, so I was excited about that.
Like, I got this tablet and I downloaded 2 books and I read them, like, I read the first one in a day. Like, I downloaded it, read it, and then finished it.
Yeah.
So I downloaded the next one, started reading it, and then on the way home I read, instead of, like, knitting or crocheting on the way home, which I had planned, I just read. And then I finished it, and I connected to the internet to see if I could get the next one, and I had to put it on hold.
Aww.
In the series that I was reading. So, guess what? Slytherin is doing a stash down challenge. You have until the 31st to sign up for it. And it's only available to Slytherins.
Awesome.
I totally signed up because I want to try and use my stash, and you can win prizes and stuff. Yeah.
That's really awesome. So do you have to declare anything? I have not been on Ravelry for a good while. Like, I'll check in a little bit, but I don't do much. So
you have to just say, I'm joining, count me in. You don't have to have your stash in Ravelry.
Good.
You can if you want to. Like me, I like to link everything up. But you don't have to. It has to have been purchased before the 1st to be counted as stash. I think if you're making, like, this stocking, because I'm making it for someone else, it's not considered stash because I bought the yarn to make it for someone else. It's not really going into my stash. That's what it said, which that makes sense.
That does. I was going to say, but if you use something from your stash to give to someone else, that still counts, right?
I'm not sure. I just kind of skimmed. I just got excited because it said stash out. They're going on the honor system.
Okay.
So,
so we can totally cheat?
But,
I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding.
But, like, this is all stash because, my blanket's going to be all stash because
it's stash?
Yeah, and you can only count what you've made from the 1st.
Okay.
If you're, like, doing, like, this, all these squares that I've made won't count, but the ones I make for this month will.
Right.
As you're going through the month, you just check in and say, I did this so many yards type of thing, or this much stash.
Does spinning count, too?
Yeah. But, like, dyeing does not.
No, right. Using yardage. That's cool. But starting from the 1st, so I can't count anything I've done for my newt?
No.
That sucks.
But from now on, like, if it's a detention, like, mark where you are on your, like, weaving.
Sweater and socks.
And socks. Like, put, like, those clippy thingies. Not paperclip, but the
stitch marker type thing.
Clippy stitch markers in, and then you can just measure from there and see how much you've done since then. And that will count because you knit it actually in the month from the 1st. And spinning counts. But, like, anything from your stash, which I've already was trying to work for my stash anyways. So that's why I'm so excited about it. But that's all I have to say.
That's very exciting.
Yeah. So check it out if you're in Slytherin.
I'm totally checking it out. Go you. Good job. Let's see. I have... Oh, so, well, we had already talked about this. You were here for Christmas, but kids are on their winter break, Christmas vacation thing, and we got a Blu-ray player for the main level, which we've had a DVD player, but now we have Netflix available on the 1st floor, and
all Truby talks about.
They love it. They're like, so...
You're like, Netflix! We got Netflix for Christmas!
Yeah, even though we've already had it, but it's just funny. So we've been doing nothing but watching movies, and I've been, like, knitting and weaving and not spinning. I spin now, but, just, like, doing nothing, and it's been great and relaxing. Though, yesterday, I was like, this house needs to be clean, because I cleaned it before everyone got there, for Christmas, and it was, like, nice looking, and then it was just, everything's all over from Christmas, and, things get messy. So I was like, we're having a cleaning day, and I told them the night before, so it took them a while, but, like, eventually by, like, 3 or 4, we were done. We cleaned the basement, we cleaned the 1st floor, I vacuumed everything,
Oh, and I'm sure the basement was super messy.
It wasn't too bad. I've seen it a lot worse. But now it's like completely clean, and it makes me happy.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, what else was I gonna say?
So,
I forget.
I think I need to have cleaning day tomorrow because it
Yeah.
is a mess.
Oh no, because I was like, we are not going back to school, and this place still being a mess. Like I had it clean. We're gonna get it clean again before they're gone, and I can't use them to work.
Yeah.
Okay, but we're randomly talking. So I got my Moon Rover club. It's a superwash merino and nylon, and I got my packet of lavender again. Love it. And this was this month. Ugh, there's like a glare on things.
That reminds me of some sort of unicorn for some reason.
But it's like a gradient type. Not gradient, but like it goes from color to color.
Color block.
Color block. There we go. Anyways, but they're beautiful. I love it. And it's so super soft. And it smells like lavender. And I will spin it to make sock yarn or something of the sort. And I also got my last club from Pancake and Lulu, my fiber club that I got last Christmas.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's pretty.
It is.
What's the name of that?
This one is called Cloud 9. For December. It's a 3 ounce fiber club. And I had the 12-month one. I think you can get 6, maybe 3 even. But it was fun. The colors are a little more muted. And they're pretty, but I guess I like more vibrant and saturated colors, personally.
My mashup Idlewood is out of the Pancake and Lulu.
I know, and that's why I got this club, because I did like yours. So I'm going to make a mashup. I don't know if I'll do Idlewood. It might be that, or I might do another pattern or something. Maybe the calligraphy or something. I don't know. And I'm not sure how I'm going to spin it, but I have all 12 months now, so I can break it up. I also got a cute little stitch marker from her.
I have a question. What's the name of that one again?
Pancake and Lulu.
No, the name of the colorway.
Oh, Cloud 9.
Oh.
But yeah, here, I'll hold that up for the other people.
So, I was going to tell you something and now I forget now.
Oh, no. I liked it. I'm excited to do the mashup with it, so I'll probably start on that pretty soon.
Yeah.
I dropped my phone. So I don't know what I was going to talk about next. I think I want to dye my hair again. That's random. Okay. I talked about the Instagram spinning 15 minutes a day. Spin 15 in 15. It's hashtagged.
Okay.
Hashtag spin 15 in 15. I have it on mine. If you want to look on my Instagram. Blah, blah, blah. That's all I have written. I need to make some more biscotti because they're all gone. And
I know, the kids like ate them the one day.
I know. Go figure, they like cookies. No, but I loved having them with my morning coffee. It was great. Because I made some for Christmas. It was good.
What was I going to tell you? It was about
Pancake and Lulu fiber clubs.
No,
I'm not in. Well, I have one more club shipment of the Moon Rover, and then I'm not going to be in any clubs, and it kind of makes me sad. Oh, I started.
I really hope that's the screen capture.
No, I started a Roleg of the Month club. I'm offering it in 3-month installments.
That's cool.
I'm excited. I haven't sold any yet, but I'm excited.
I have a Bag of the Month club. Also
Yes,
a Bling of the Month club if you're looking for clubs.
Yes.
Spend your money.
Not that you have to, but it's out there. So,
but if you have to,
yeah.
There's 2 shops that you can spend them at. Only.
I think that's it. Do you have anything else?
No, because I still can't remember what I was going to tell you.
Okay. All right. Happy New Year.
Yes.
And we'll see you next week. We'll try and be weekly now that
term is on.
Classes are back on.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.